I'm Meredith Bell, your voice of encouragement. It was the second day of a marketing conference for entrepreneurs, and the keynote speaker had just been introduced. He had an unusual name, Eben Pagan, and I'd never heard of him before. But at the end of his 90-minute talk, Eben was someone I would never forget. His words had a profound impact on my thinking. He helped me realize that I was interfering with my own productivity at the office. I was constantly interrupting myself to check emails and answer the phone. You see, responsive service is a core value at our company, and so I had always responded to emails and phone calls as they came in. But what of course I realized was that derailed me from my task that I was working on, and it took me a lot longer to complete it. So because I was always reacting to whatever came up, I was often feeling out of control. So as soon as I got back from the conference, I decided I was going to minimize my interruptions. I set up blocks of prime time every day where I turned off email, put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and stayed off the internet, so that I could concentrate on a single priority without distraction. Then I would set aside times to answer emails and return phone calls. I also started creating weekly and daily plans, so every morning when I came in, I knew exactly what I was going to work on that day. As a result, I made tremendous headway in accomplishing more than I ever had on my high priority tasks every day. When you have a full plate, it can be tempting to try to take on 2 or 3 things at the same time. Because you only have so many hours in a day, you might think it's a good idea to knock out several things at once. But here's the truth about multitasking. It actually makes you less productive. That's because the brain is designed to focus its full attention on one thing at a time. So when you try to handle multiple priorities simultaneously, such as talking to someone on the phone while you're checking email, you're not really giving your full attention to either one, so you're not as effective. The solution is to put a system in place that makes it possible for you to give your undivided attention to a single priority. What that means is you may want to start setting up some blocks of prime time for yourself, where you eliminate all other distractions. And also, before you wrap up your work at the end of the day, set out a schedule for the next day so you know exactly what you're going to work on, and assemble the materials you're going to need so you can get right into your first priority when you arrive. If you take this approach, I promise you will be much more productive. At the end of the day, you're going to feel good about what you accomplished rather than feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, or exhausted. So start your day with your number one priority. Work on it without distraction, and you will be amazed at the results that you achieve.